in, I believe we have what it takes to protect it. So
well, already Kidafiri making his intentions quite clear, making substitutions. Already by 3 goals to nil, the aggregate, and he definitely needs to go for Brook. So Graham would start the second half.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Governor. So we come straight to the Lungwe Kivo Stadium. The Black Stars now playing from left to right. The first substitution going the way of Malawi. Now in the game is now Atusuye Nyondo, who played a role for Ghana, and at least he played a role for Ghana, at least when the team played here. Nyondo plays for Super Sports United in South Africa, and he was in Ghana when the team lost by 2 goals to nil. Kinafiri trying to alter his tactics a little bit to make sure he gets equalizer, but would that really count? They have a lot of goals to score. Now it's the Black Stars with possession now. Brilliant damage from Christian Achu. Trademark of him, Christian Achu in the 18-yard box. Christian Achu goes in for Keller. Oh, so close, Christian Achu. Very deft in his touches. And he shows some great artistry anytime he has the ball. You can never take the ball away from Christian Achu when he decides to move. And the Flames now will win an infringement caused there by a free up by the goal scorer. Sometimes this haircut really makes you feel very proud of the footballers. Yeah, that's a bit of a...
Well, again, it's a clear case of a yellow card, and the referee fails to dip into his pocket. So I'm just wondering, but I think so far he's been very, very poor. I mean, the central referee.
The African referees, well, a lot of question marks on them, and Adam Korase would have a job to do here, but the Black Stars will definitely clear their lines. Some nervous moments here, and poor clearance from the Black Stars. Oh, that's another great way of taking the ball away from the opponent, and Chris Nachu racing down the left flank, and then Asamoah Gyan comes in, is imposed. Referee allows play to continue, as the Flames also come into this game very strong. John Pentil clears his line, poor clearing, and Kumwandu will balloon the ball deep into Ghana's 18-yard box. The header comes in. Isaac Vossa was there at the right time to want a touch to it. That's John Boy. And not too really excited. Shavula, the captain, urging his men forward. And Malawi now showing some great signs of coming back strong in the game. Chavula with possession now, trying to go around his man. Malawi again coming so strong in the game. Ball cleared away, goes as far as the Black Stars player. Samoa Gyan wins it, sends it to the left. Dede Ayew. And trying to find Christian Achu, really could not. Achu comes in, wins possession. He's been blocked. Desperation coming into the clearing of the Black Stars team. And anytime it does so, it goes to the Flames. Defensive clearing there from Malawi. Andre Dede Ayew lets it down to Harrison. Antoniana. Christian Achu. The free aqua to Christian Achu. Achu loses possession. And Malawi will clear their lines again. A midfield battle here. Achu. And so you find Christian Achu again fighting very hard down the right side of attack and trying to go around his man. He wins possession for the Black Stars, but that's so poor from him. working so hard to win possession, again losing it so easily as the Black Stars come under so much pressure. Harrison Affo wins possession. And looking on, seems to be a player down there. So some fans are doing the dancing as they come to watch the game. Really not too much, perhaps interested in what is happening. Friendly.
Well, I think
atmosphere, you have it.
Yeah, this is the spirit of the game, and it is a game of football. I mean, people think it's life and death. As Bill Shankly would tell you, it's more than life and death. But hey, this is the game of football, and you have to enjoy it. And it's precisely what the fans out there are doing. Down by 3 goals and all on aggregate, and are still having some fun. What was I supposed to do? I think that is the spirit. And see one of the Malawian players in pain there. I'm sure he must have torn a muscle. But another quick point is the fact that the referee clearly is not interested in protecting the players. I've seen some of the Black Stars players go down so easily and looking up to the referee to come to their aid by either whistling or giving a yellow card. He's not doing that. So the Black Stars have to understand that they have to take their destiny in their own hands and not look up to the referee every now and then to whistle, because it could be costly in the long run. I
love the trademark had there been exhibited on the stadium, and so another substitution coming for Malawi, and Chimangu Kaiva likely to be introduced. You might have him. Chimangu Kaiva would also play a role in this game. So, first substitution for Malawi, and that will be their second in this game, as John Pinto clears his line. And John Pinto has been so strong in this game. The Hapoel Tel Aviv man, as the Black Stars also will come under some pressure here. Kamwandu could not keep possession. And so Kaiva getting ready to be introduced into the game. It's Ghana 1, Malawi 0. And if the game or the scoreline stays this way, the Black Stars obviously automatically qualifies. But let's see what happens at the end of the entire 90 minutes. But one game that the DRU and some of the Black Stars players spoke about was the Cote d'Ivoire-Senegal game, as they are expected to have these two teams playing in the Nations Cup. But as fate will have it, one of them will certainly not be there.
Well, that is most unfortunate, but Cote d'Ivoire lead by 4 goals to 2. And it will be interesting to see how Senegal overturns that deficit, unless indeed Drogba's 1 foot is tied. But the Senegalese are very, very confident. But I do believe that the Ivorians will definitely get a goal out there in Dakar. It's going to be very, very interesting. But unfortunately, one of them is going to be out. And again, Zambia could be in danger of losing out. Shockingly, they will be the defending champions who will miss the party because theirs is another very, very tough battle.
Some upsets really coming into the African Cup of Nations. You have Liberia also playing Nigeria, which is equally going to be another tough game. The Black Stars and Malawi. And so Malawi equally coming so strong here, but Vosa comes in. And that's a great defensive play from Isaac Vosa. Oh, these fans really not getting a chance to watch the game in their comfort zones, but at least we'll be watching it from a very difficult angle. Maxwell Konedu, Sabankwe, and of course Kwesi Appiah comparing notes. There may be some substitution for the Black Stars, if so. It will be interesting to see how Cape Verde also upset Cameroon, even though Samuel Eto'o is back.
That is going to be interesting. They lead by 2 goals to 0, and Cameroon would have to overturn the 2-0 deficit and hopefully get a 3rd goal. It will be interesting. Our interest now is the Black Stars will lead by 3 goals to 0 on aggregate. And in the second half, about 15 minutes gone, and still cling onto the lead as they look for some more goals. And the goalkeeper firmly with the ball.
Owen Chiami comes in to stop the DRU from causing any havoc, and Andrew the DRU has been working very hard to help the Black Stars get a 2nd goal. Captain Chavula It's been so quiet in this game. And some clearing coming in there from the Black Stars. The midfield strength of Malawi seemingly not working at the moment. Can't put the ball on the turf as they did that in the first half. And so you have 10-shirted man, Joseph Kamwando, so instrumental in this game. Kinat Fury, before this game, actually had to dig deep to call a veteran player to beef up his squad. Isao Kanyanda from Bay United in South Africa, and he's expected to provide the inspiration for the side, together with Shokepo Musuyoyo, who was excused for the first leg because then he was taking a trial in South Africa. And so these are the fans watching this game and perhaps looking on to see if there will be some inspiration somewhere for them to qualify, but it will be very difficult. And goalkeeper Owen Chiami could have been punished if he was unlucky on that occasion, but this time he was. Anthony Annan loses possession, and Malawi will now play a very creative role to get the equalizer. Poor ball control allows Rabiu Mohammed to win it for the Black Stars. Christian Achu. Fiakwa still finding some things difficult. So the Mubarak Wakasu comes in to play a role in this game, so he wins possession. Perhaps it's Christian Achu now with possession. That's supposed to be a handball, but the ball rolled over the baseline for a throw-in early on. So Chavula comes in to effect that. Oh, what a lovely play for the Flames of Malawi. And Nevos clearing from the Black Stars. Harris Nafo limping after that clearance. And that was it. Asamoah Gyan, the Lone Ranger, still fighting. And the Black Stars wins possession. It's amazing how you see security men watching the game, still protecting the fans. John Pentil was part of the Black Stars team that drew 1-1 with Chile, and after that game thought his name was going to be missing forever in the Black Stars squad. But fortunately, after moving to Hapoel Tel Aviv in Israel, where he's been playing consistently week in, week out, he wins back his position. That's Malawi again with a brilliant chance here to get an equalizer. And Kumwandu wins it. He has Pentil to beat. Chavula, captain, flies the ball deep into the 18-yard box. And Malawi again will fight very hard, and Adam Korasi palms the ball away for Rabiu Mohammed to win it for the Black Stars. And Rabiu Mohammed trying to find a way of squeezing the ball to Asamoah Gyan. Did not work. Mubarak Wakasu fighting very hard for that ball, but again, it's Malawi that would have the upper hand, and goalkeeper Owen Chiami would also come into the game. Malawi, oh, Adam Korasi. Chrissy Appiah had to drop some key players ahead of this game, and that posed a lot of questions to whom the coach and the technical team, especially having Derek Boateng out, Daniel Apari out of the game. It was still amazing how he managed to do that, Governor.
Well, I think that what it tells is that every single player has to fight for his position, that you can't take anything for granted. And as I indicated, there's a team in transition, and Kosi has confidence in most of the boys. I mean, the fact that I could drop Jordan Ayew, Inkom, Daniel Apari, Derek Boateng, and still be comfortable with the squad you have. Free Aquas is, I mean, justify the confidence reposed in him. You have Wakasu, who is just been introduced. And so quite a number of the boys there, meaning that every single position would have to be fought for, and you cannot take anything for granted.
That's Malawi now, and John Boy would brilliantly guide the ball for a comfortable goal kick. And so there you have the technical team of the Black Stars, and Sabankwe will be very pleased to at least ensure that everything was well planned for the senior national team, the Black Stars, from Kenya down to Lilongwe, where the game is being played. So there you have the flag of the country, Ghana, all the way in Malawi. That's a clear foul. And Rabiu Mohammed is riding in pain after that challenge. And again, the referee will go and console Rabiu Mohammed without really looking at the offense. There you have it. It was clearly held and eventually pushed. It's so amazing how the referee deals with scenarios like that. Anthony Annan and that's Harris Nafo's ball, 4-1 indeed, and will be cleared by the Flames of Malawi. So without the strength, you really cannot play a role in this game. Oh, that's another bookable offense by the referee again. I'm not too sure if the referee brought a catch in this game.
Well, this is very disgraceful. I'm getting disgusted, horrified by the standard of officiating in this particular game. I see this tackle from behind, full force, and no card is shown. And we've seen these incidents over and over throughout the whole game, and absolutely nothing is done by the central referee. I'm not too sure whether he wants to see a player dead on the field of play before he takes action, but this is very disgraceful, and I'm sure that our CAF should be taking note of this.
And that's a very disappointing scenario for the referee. And there you have it again, as Samojan. I think that the new tactics from Malawi is basically to play too hard for the Black Stars team.
Well, they're a very physical side, and for a team that is down by 3-0 and struggling to match the skills and the technical ability of the Black Stars, the temptation is to get physical. And that is why you have a central referee who has to protect the players. And importantly, you have Daniel Niaje, who will be making his debut, the Asante Kotoko player. We told that he would be moving pretty shortly to TP Mazembe in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Kotoko followers, I'm not sure whether they'll be seeing him in the next season, but he has an opportunity of playing a part in this game. It's unclear who he's going to replace, but I'm sure he would really relish this occasion and hope that he does very well to cement his place and convince the manager of the side to take him to South Africa, where I believe the Black Stars have already qualified to participate.
And goalkeeper Owen Chiami comes in for Malawi, who are down by a goal to nil, scored in the first half by Efi Akwa. Joseph Kamwado on your shot. And Captain Moses Chavula. And so Malawi now with some chance here to get an equalizer. And the Black Stars quickly get possession and be moving straight into the area of Malawi. Rabiu Mohammed now trying to locate the Ayew. And you can just see that there's some bit of the shot written on the faces of the fans watching this game and some officials of Malawi. John Pinto. The Ayew with a chance here. The Ayew has been brought down. Referee allows players to continue. It would not, definitely not call for a penalty. Was it a penalty or not? But certainly the referee will be watching this game as Malawi come in with some bit of strength. What? Calm down, says James Kwesiapia to John Boy. I thought John Boy had a real chance to just calm the ball down and find his man in there.
Well, he didn't want to take any chances at all. And I'll tell you, he wanted to clear the ball upfield, unfortunately, wanted to touch. But hey, you don't take chances on those occasions. I can understand the concerns of Kwesiapia, but at that particular point, John Boy felt that first clearance was very important. And that is not what he intended. I guess he intended to clear the ball up.
Malawi still probing for the equalizer. Perhaps that might spur them on to think that they can score extra 3 goals to go through. Brilliant play from the Flames. Still moving up front. The Flames will have a chance here to go for a shot. But again, they want to keep possession and fly this one into Ghana's area. John Boy comes in with a clearance. Chris Nachu trying to locate Asamoah Gyan, but ball taken away from him, and the Flames win possession in midfield. It's a beautiful ball, but goes to Adam Korase, who's been calm in the post. Daniel Niaje.
Earlier on, Wakaso had come to replace Afriyakwa, and Daniel Niaje getting ready to come on. Daniel Niaje, we're not too sure who is coming to replace. We'll wait and see.
The Flames of Malawi just hoping to score and then move on, but that's not working. Defensive clearance from the Black Stars as Achu goes in. It's been a comfortable game for the Flames, who've been keeping possession ever since the second half started. But indeed, it's been very difficult for them to get the equalizer. And this one could have been the equalizer with the Black Stars just watching and watching as the Flames kept moving into Ghana's 18-yard box. And Adam Korase is very much disappointed with the play of the Black Stars at the moment. That's a very brilliant opportunity for Malawi to at least get the equalizer. And Black Stars just lucky in that occasion.
Very, very fortunate indeed. Malawi proving very, very swift. I don't want to believe that some of the Black Stars players are getting fatigued and a bit tired, but clearly the Malawians are getting stronger and stronger in the second half, and they're proving very, very swift indeed. more comfortable on the terrain, and the Black Stars is doing a bit of a zonal marking, despite the fact that the Malawians have not been getting on target. They've seen a lot of the ball in this particular half, and that was quite close. And the Black Stars will do well to mark them down, but hey, at this stage, Malawi not looking bad at all.
Really not looking bad, Malawi. Samoa Jan goes in there and wins the throw-in for the Black Stars. There you out of the game, and Daniel J comes to replace him. And Daniel J, the most valuable player in the Globe Premier League 2011-2012 season. And even now moving to TP Mazembe. That's coming to make things a bit compact in midfield for the Black Stars. And another cynical challenge. And this time the Malawians will run away with this one. So still becoming a bit physical for the Black Stars to really go in for all the 50-50 balls. Some like a basic way of clearing the ball, but there seems to be some partying going out there at the stadium.
I'm not too sure whether they drank water or something quite interesting, but they're very, very excited indeed. And I love to see these pictures, quite frankly.
But the excitement, you are not too sure whether it's for the Black Stars, it's for Malawi.
They're enjoying themselves. They're having a lot of fun. Well, it's important, but you see other Black Stars players warming up. Adi is warming up, and I think Waris also warming up. So we're likely to see one or two substitutions from Kwasi Appiah.
And so we already seen the introduction of Mubarak Kasu and Daniel J. So a final substitution for the Black Stars will do as this ball to Samoa Jan went straight to goalkeeper Owen. And the Black Stars win possession. J losing it out to Malawi, but then again it comes to the Black Stars for a throw-in. Interesting play for Malawi, another clearance from the Black Stars, and it counts to the Malawians who are really probing and fighting very hard. Adam Karasi, so comfortable dealing with the ball. So the African Cup of Nations in South Africa will be so interesting, especially with the new module released by CAF. And making sure that it becomes so easy for the selection of the 16 teams that will be in South Africa for the competition. So much an interesting play for Malawi now. Kamado, the star player at the moment. Oh, what a bad tackle for J to go in. Substitution for Malawi. Peter Wadabwa is out of the game, and Harry Nyirenda introduced. So you have a defender out of the game for a midfielder. So it means that Kina Fury want to tighten his midfield as they see plenty of possession. Malawi. And so still the Malawians have always been using the flanks at least to hoist the ball deep into Black Stars danger zone. Chavula captain. Oh, what a play from Malawi. So much comfortable, controlling possession, but the Black Stars still ballooning the ball and it's not working.
It's amazing, but clearly the Malawians seizing the midfield and the captain of the side inspiring them from behind. And you see the bench of the Black side, Manuel Clotte out there, not likely to have any part to play in this particular match. But clearly, I feel a bit uncomfortable with the zonal marking of the Black side, not closing them down. But I must say that the defense have played very gallantly. And in central defense, John Boy and Isaac Vossa have been marvellous. And John Pintel and Harrison Affle, absolutely brilliant. Anthony Annan has played his part. Every single player has played his part. But I think the defense have been absolutely brilliant.
And that's Christina Shu's ball, trying to find Asamoah Gyan, so poor. And so Malawi will still have possession here. Malawi. And again, the Black Stars just watching it. And Wakasu will calm things down for the Black Stars to start play again. Near J. Flies one down, trying to look at Asamoah Gyan. Can he really get to the ball? Asamoah Gyan, no. Kina Fury very confident. Something special will come out. It's pretty tough for the Black Stars to keep possession as Asamoah Gyan is out of the game at the moment because he's not really been given a chance to move forward, but playing one top for the Black Stars at the moment is really difficult. And John Pinto playing a role for the Black Stars in terms of ensuring that he gets the chance of not allowing Malawi to score or get equalizer. Komodo and Malawi, we have a chance here, and they will come in for a shot. That would never threaten goalkeeper Adam Krasi at all. Some clearance there from Isaac Vossa, was trying to find Solis and Harris Nafo, but that did not work. And Urenda adding some bit of strength into the play of Malawi at the moment. Harris Nafo, just after this game, will be hoping that his team, Esperance, will win against TP Mazembe, and so a knock comes in for the Black Stars player who is equally down, but play continues with Malawi now with a chance here. And ball cleared away, but it still will be to the advantage of Malawi as ball not really cleared so much. They're still fighting. And eventually, the Black Stars move away with Wakasu. ballooning the ball away for attention to be given to his colleague. There's a packed stadium in Longway. Wow, that's Christian Achu with another career-threatening injury, and again, the referee not showing any card.
Well, I think I'm becoming boringly monotonous, trying to be repetitive on the fact that the referee is not protecting the players. But for me, it's quite shocking, very, very shocking indeed, that quite a number of very, very serious tackles we've seen in this game, and no yellow card has been shown in this match. Elsewhere in Europe, where players are protected, at least we would have seen a red card and a flurry of yellow cards. We haven't seen that in this particular match. I do concede that the Malawians are very physically conditioned. They are very conditioned, and I really admire their fitness level. But that is far from suggesting that football also has room for karate and some hatchet play. And the referee's responsibility is to protect the players. But I don't think he's done that in this particular match.
So with the European season very keen and heated, you certainly would not expect some of these players to go back with some knocks, and that will prevent them from playing in the European Championships. Malawi now with a chance, and it's still very poised and boiling in the Black Stars 18-yard box as Malawi again try to find a way out, but the Black Stars will quickly unlock their door and keep moving out of it with Christian Achu again. Oh, what again we have in our hands with the players receiving several knocks, dangerous ones, and the referee again. Huh.
You know, it reminds me so much of this when we're growing up, and there was this cliche that if you miss the ball, don't miss the man. It's precisely what the Malawians are doing, and there's no laughing matter. But I feel very sorry for most of the boys. And as you indicated, the European season has just begun, and most of these players play their trade in Europe, and nobody wants to pick up any dangerous injury. I mean, going back to Europe, where there is fierce competition for slots, and actually plays his football in Porto. And so you don't want to go back with nasty injuries.
So the capture the European Championship.
Absolutely, and the stretcher already out there, and again, no card is shown. And for me, this is pathetic.
I'm not too sure. The referee might have had some cards in his pocket. I'm not too sure about that.
Well, I indicated at the beginning of commentary that I believe that he had forgotten his cards in the dressing room, and this gentleman out there can do us a favor going for those cards and remind the referee that cards are part of the game and is to protect the players. But as now the Black Stars still lead by a goal to nil, and we're getting gradually close to the end of proceedings. We've done about 35 minutes of play, and it's still the Black Stars who lead by 1 goal to nil, 3-0 on aggregate, and it's for a place in January in Johannesburg, South Africa, 13.
Okay, so the Black Stars now still chasing their shadows and working very hard to get the ball, but they are doing their best to ensure that